You ever stop and wonder why so many of us spend our lives chasing an elusive idea of success, only to look back and realize that maybe we never truly lived at all? Imagine for a moment that everything you've been taught about saving, investing, and accumulating wealth is actually keeping you from experiencing the full spectrum of life's wonders. Today, we're diving deep into a radical perspective that challenges everything you thought you knew about money and happiness. I'm talking about the groundbreaking ideas in Bill Perkins' book, Die with Zero. This isn't your typical financial advice. Instead, it's a wake-up call that forces you to reimagine how you spend your time, money, and energy. Trust me, if you stick with me until the end, you might just unlock the secret to living a life that's not only rich in dollars, but overflowing with memories and experiences you'll cherish forever. Let's face it, almost everyone is programmed to believe that accumulating wealth is the ultimate goal. But what if I told you that hoarding money could actually be robbing you of the chance to truly enjoy your life? Bill Perkins flips the script on conventional wisdom, urging us to spend our money in ways that maximize life's experiences rather than letting it sit in an account gathering dust. The core idea is shockingly simple. Instead of dying with an enormous bank balance, aim to die with zero, meaning you've extracted every ounce of enjoyment from your resources before they're gone. It sounds outrageous, almost reckless, but the logic behind it is both liberating and profoundly transformative. Let's break this down. The first big idea is that life is measured not by the dollars in your bank account, but by the memories you accumulate along the way. Imagine if every experience, every adventure, every spontaneous decision, every risky but rewarding leap of faith was a deposit into your memory bank. Instead of obsessing over compound interest and retirement funds, you're investing in moments that create joy, fulfillment, and a legacy of stories to share. This perspective challenges the relentless pursuit of wealth accumulation and pushes us to ask a hard question. What is the true value of money if it can't buy you unforgettable experiences? Now, you might be thinking, that sounds great in theory, but isn't it irresponsible to spend money recklessly? And that's exactly where Perkins' wisdom comes in. He isn't advocating for reckless spending. Rather, he's urging us to be strategic about how and when we spend our money. There's an optimal time for every experience, and if you wait too long, you might miss out on opportunities that are uniquely suited to your stage in life. For example, think about adventure sports, travel, or even the joy of exploring a new hobby. The energy and excitement you bring to these experiences tend to diminish with age. So why postpone them indefinitely in favor of an endless saving spree? Consider this. Many people work their entire lives accumulating wealth with the hope of enjoying life in retirement, only to find that when they finally have the time, their health, energy, or even their adventurous spirit has faded away. Bill Perkins argues that this common approach is a silent tragedy. Instead of deferring all the fun until later, we need to reallocate our resources throughout our lives to ensure that we're actually living rather than merely surviving. It's a mindset shift that challenges the status quo and forces us to re-examine our priorities. Let's dive deeper into one of the core insights of Die with Zero, the idea that every dollar has a time value. This concept is as revolutionary as it is intuitive. When you're young, a dollar spent on a thrilling concert, an exotic trip, or even a spontaneous night out isn't just money being exchanged. It's an investment in an experience that can't be repeated. As we age, however, our ability to fully enjoy these experiences diminishes. The adrenaline rush of skydiving or the thrill of exploring a new culture is something that peaks when you're at your physical and mental prime. Spending money at the right time isn't just about enjoying life now. It's about maximizing the impact of every moment. But here's where most people get it completely wrong. They believe that saving is synonymous with security and that security is what life is all about. The truth is, waiting too long to enjoy life can lead to regret. Think of it as a delayed return on investment. Every year you postpone that dream trip or delay pursuing a passion project, you're essentially leaving leaving memories uncollected, and those memories, unlike money, can't be reclaimed once they're lost. Bill Perkins challenges you to rethink the traditional notions of saving for a rainy day, arguing instead that life's true wealth lies in the experiences you create and the joy you cultivate along the way. Imagine if you had a financial advisor who told you, hey, don't just save for retirement, plan for the adventures you want to have right now. That's exactly what Die with Zero encourages. It's a call to action that demands you evaluate your spending habits, not just in terms of numbers, but in terms of life satisfaction. And it's not about splurging recklessly, it's about making calculated decisions that align with your values and your vision for a fulfilling life. One of the most potent lessons from the book is the concept of net fulfillment. Think about your life as a ledger, where every experience, every joy, and every adventure is an asset, while every regret and missed opportunity is a liability. The goal isn't to have the biggest bank account when you die, but rather to maximize your net fulfillment, the sum total of all the meaningful experiences and memories you've collected throughout your life. This idea flips the traditional financial paradigm on its head. Instead of focusing solely on accumulating wealth, you're encouraged to balance your investments between financial security and the richness of life experiences. Now you might ask, how do I even begin to measure something as intangible as fulfillment? That's where Bill Perkins offers some game-changing strategies. He suggests that you start by mapping out your life into distinct time buckets. Each bucket represents a phase of your life, and each phase has its own set of experiences that are best suited for it. For instance, your 20s might be the time for exploration, risk-taking, and laying the groundwork for your passions. Your 30s and 40s might be more about building stability and investing in relationships. And as you get older, the focus might shift to reflection, legacy, and enjoying the fruits of your previous experiences. By planning your life this way, you can allocate your resources more effectively, ensuring that you're not missing out on key moments that are perfectly tailored to your stage in life. At this point, you might be thinking, this sounds revolutionary, but how do I implement these ideas practically? Let me share some action steps that can help you start living by the Die with Zero philosophy today. First, assess your current spending habits and identify areas where you're unnecessarily hoarding money at the expense of experiences. It could be that you're so focused on saving for the future that you're missing out on opportunities in the present. Once you've identified these areas, make a conscious decision to reallocate a portion of your resources toward experiences that matter to you. It might mean booking that trip you've been postponing, enrolling in a course that ignites your passion, or even investing in quality time with loved ones. Another powerful strategy is to set experience goals, just as you would set financial goals. Instead of, or alongside, a savings target, create a bucket list of experiences you want to have at various stages of your life. Be specific. List out not just destinations, but also activities, adventures, and even moments of deep connection you want to cultivate. Then, develop a plan to achieve those goals, aligning your spending and time with these priorities. This isn't just about impulsive splurging. It's a thoughtful, strategic approach to ensuring that every dollar and every moment counts. But here's the part no one talks about. It's not just about spending money, it's about spending time wisely too. Time is the one resource that is truly finite. You can always earn more money, but you can never get back a minute once it's gone. So, it's crucial to evaluate how you're investing your time in relation to your life goals. Are you dedicating enough time to the people, activities, and passions that truly enrich your life? Or are you caught in the endless cycle of work, saving, and worrying about the future? Bill Perkins challenges you to reassess your priorities and to view time as the most valuable currency you possess. This means making intentional choices about how you allocate your hours, days, and years to ensure that they're filled with moments of genuine joy and fulfillment. I know this might feel overwhelming at first. Changing deeply ingrained beliefs about money and time isn't easy. But here's a little secret. The sooner you start, the more you'll realize that every small shift you make can have a ripple effect on your overall happiness. Imagine looking back on your life and knowing that you didn't waste a single moment in pursuit of a false sense of security. Instead, Instead, you embraced every opportunity, took calculated risks, and filled your days with experiences that left you with zero regrets. That's the ultimate goal of Die with Zero. And let's be real for a moment. If you're watching this, you're already questioning the conventional wisdom. You're already sensing that there's something more to life than just accumulating wealth for its own sake. The ideas in Die with Zero resonate with a fundamental truth. Life is short, and the real measure of success is how fully you live it. Every minute you delay, every opportunity you pass up is like leaving money on the table. Not money in the literal sense, but the wealth of memories and experiences that truly define a rich life. Now I want to share another transformative insight from the book, one that might just change the way you view risk altogether. Most people think that taking risks is inherently dangerous, that playing it safe is the smart choice. But here's where Bill Perkins flips the script. Calculated risks are the very fuel of a fulfilling life. Whether it's venturing into a new career path, traveling to a place you've never been, or simply stepping out of your comfort zone to try something new, these risks are investments in your future happiness. Of course, there's no guarantee of success, but what's the alternative? Living a life devoid of excitement and adventure, always wondering, what if? That's a far greater risk than embracing uncertainty and chasing after experiences that might just redefine your life. Think about it. Every time you take a leap of faith, you open the door to new possibilities. And even if things don't turn out exactly as planned, you gain valuable insights, learn more about yourself, and add another chapter to your personal story. That's what true wealth is all about. Collecting moments that make your life a compelling narrative. So, the next time you're faced with a decision, ask yourself, will this choice bring me closer to a life filled with meaningful experiences, or will it just add to a pile of regrets? There's another aspect of Die with Zero that's particularly powerful. It's the emphasis on being fully present in every moment. In our modern world, distractions are everywhere. We're constantly bombarded by notifications, obligations, and the pressure to plan for the future. Bill Perkins reminds us that being present isn't just a nice idea, it's a necessity for a fulfilling life. When you're fully immersed in the here and now, you're able to extract more joy from every experience. Whether you're engaging in a deep conversation with a friend, savoring the taste of a delicious meal, or simply watching the sunset, being present amplifies your emotional connection to that moment. And these moments, when strung together, create a tapestry of memories that define your life. Let me share a personal story here. I once met someone who had everything: an impressive career, a luxurious home, a healthy bank balance. Yet, when you talked to him, you could see a lingering sadness in his eyes. He had spent his entire life building his fortune, but in doing so, he had forgotten to truly live. He missed out on family gatherings, spontaneous adventures, and the simple pleasures of everyday life. That encounter left an indelible mark on me. It made me realize that true wealth isn't measured in currency. It's measured in moments, connections, and the joy you derive from every day. And that, right there, is the essence of Die with Zero. So, how do you avoid the trap of endless saving and start living a life that's bursting with experiences? The answer lies in intentionality. Begin by asking yourself, what experiences are non-negotiable for you? What adventures, relationships, or personal milestones do you want to prioritize? Once you have a clear picture, set aside resources, both time and money, to ensure these experiences aren't just dreams, but active pursuits. This might mean budgeting for a dream vacation, scheduling regular time with loved ones, or even saying yes more often to opportunities that push you out of your routine. The key is to make these decisions deliberately, understanding that every moment and every dollar spent on these priorities is an investment in your overall well-being. And here's another twist that might just blow your mind. Sometimes, spending money can actually make you more money in the long run. It sounds counterintuitive, but think about the networking opportunities that come from traveling, or the creative spark you get from exploring new places. These experiences can lead to unforeseen opportunities, be it in your career, personal growth, or even financial ventures. When you invest in experiences, you're not just spending money, you're expanding your horizons, building relationships, and sometimes even uncovering new sources of inspiration that can transform your entire life. At this point, you might be wondering how to balance the need for a financial safety net with the desire to live fully. Bill Perkins doesn't suggest you throw caution to the wind. Rather, he advocates for a more nuanced approach. It's about finding the sweet spot between security and spontaneity. Yes, you need to plan for the future, but don't let that plan paralyze you from enjoying today. Revisit your financial goals regularly and adjust them to ensure they're aligned with your life's purpose. Life isn't a straight line, and neither should your financial strategy be. Instead, allow your spending to ebb and flow, in tune with your evolving dreams and circumstances. Now, I want to share one more transformative idea that will stick with you long after this video ends. Picture your life as a grand story, with each chapter representing a different phase of your journey. If you look back at stories that have moved you, whether in books, movies, or real life, they're filled with moments of courage, risk, love, and joy. The beauty of Die with Zero is that it encourages you to be the author of your own epic tale. Every decision you make should be a deliberate choice to write a chapter that you'll be proud of. Instead of saving your energy for a distant, uncertain future, channel it into creating moments that resonate deeply, that add up to a life story worth telling. I want you to take a moment and reflect on this. What do you want your legacy to be? Not in terms of money, but in terms of the memories you leave behind, the people you've touched, and the adventures you've embraced. When you start viewing your life through this lens, every decision becomes a stepping stone toward a legacy of fulfillment. And the truth is, when you live with intention, every day becomes an opportunity to die with zero regrets, a way of saying that you've truly experienced life to its fullest, right up until your very last breath. Now, let's talk about the practical steps you can take right now to integrate these ideas into your daily life. First, take inventory of your current life expenditures, both financial and temporal. Write down where your money is going and, more importantly, where your time is being spent. Are you investing in experiences that enrich you, or are you caught in the endless cycle of routine and obligation? Identify one or two areas where you can make immediate changes. Maybe it's committing to one new adventure this month, or setting aside a portion of your budget specifically for experiences rather than accumulating wealth for its own sake. Start small. The magic happens when these small shifts compound over time. Another actionable step is to adopt a mindset of experience budgeting. Just as you might budget your finances, allocate a certain portion of your resources for creating memories. This isn't about reckless spending, it's about prioritizing what truly matters. For instance, if you set aside a fixed amount for experiences, you'll be more intentional about choosing quality over quantity. You'll start to seek out experiences that offer the highest return on emotional fulfillment. And trust me, once you begin to see the impact of these experiences on your overall happiness, you'll never look at budgeting the same way again. But here's a crucial element that often gets overlooked: the power of reflection. In the whirlwind of day-to-day life, it's easy to rush from one activity to the next without truly processing what each moment meant to you. Make it a habit to pause and reflect on your experiences. Journal your thoughts, share your stories with someone you trust, or simply take a few quiet moments to absorb the significance of what you've lived. Reflection turns fleeting moments into lasting memories. It transforms a simple trip or dinner into a meaningful story that enriches your life. And these stories, when revisited, can fuel your motivation to continue pursuing a life filled with purpose. I know some of these ideas might feel uncomfortable or even radical at first. We've been conditioned to equate safety with saving and caution with planning. But here's where the genius of Die with Zero lies. It challenges you to question that conditioning. It invites you to step outside of the conventional mold and embrace a life that's more dynamic, more adventurous, and ultimately more fulfilling. And here's something that might surprise you. By shifting your focus from accumulating wealth to accumulating memories, you often find that you become more creative, more resourceful, and more resilient. You start to see opportunities where you once saw obstacles, and in doing so, you unlock a level of fulfillment that no bank account can ever provide. Now, I want you to imagine what your life could look like if you fully embraced these principles. Picture yourself traveling to places you've only dreamed of, investing in deep and meaningful relationships, and daring to take risks that set your soul on fire. Each decision you make, every experience you choose over a conservative bank balance, builds a tapestry of memories that no amount of money can ever buy. And the best part? You're not waiting for some far-off future to start living. This is something you can begin right now, today, in the very moment that you decide to take control of your narrative. As we near the end of this journey together, I want to leave you with one powerful thought. Life is not a rehearsal. Every moment is a precious, unrepeatable opportunity to create the story of your life. The concept of die with zero is not about reckless abandon. It's about living intentionally, embracing the present, and ensuring that you don't leave behind a legacy of what-ifs and missed opportunities. It's about daring to live a life where, when the final curtain falls, you can look back and say with complete conviction that you truly gave it your all. If there's one thing you take away from this discussion, let it be this. Every decision, every moment, every dollar you spend should be an investment in a life rich with experiences, connections, and memories. Don't wait until it's too late to start living the life you've always dreamed of. Take action now, be bold, and remember that the true measure of wealth isn't in what you accumulate, but in what you give to yourself, to others, and to the legacy of experiences that define who you are. I challenge you to ask yourself, what's one experience you've been putting off because you were too busy saving or playing it safe? What's one adventure you can plan today that will bring you closer to a life filled with unforgettable memories? Let that question sink in as you reflect on your priorities. And if this message resonates with you, even in the smallest way, share your thoughts in the comments below. Tell me which of these ideas hit you the hardest, and let's start a conversation about what it means to truly live. Your story matters, and every experience you choose to embrace writes a part of that story. Before you go, if you found value in this deep dive into Die with Zero, hit that like button, share this video with someone who needs a wake-up call, and subscribe for more transformative insights into living a richer, fuller life. The next time you're faced with a choice between playing it safe and taking a leap of faith, remember this conversation. Remember that the clock is ticking, and every moment wasted is an opportunity lost. Let's commit together to a life where we prioritize experiences, cherish every memory, and ultimately die with zero regrets. So, what are you waiting for? It's time to flip the script. Embrace the bold, unconventional wisdom of Die with Zero, and let it guide you to a life that's not just measured by bank balances, but by the incredible tapestry of moments that make life truly worth living. Trust me, the rewards are immeasurable, and the transformation is real. Now go out there and start living fully, today, tomorrow, and every day in between. I want you to leave this video with a newfound sense of urgency and excitement about life. Think about it. Each day is a gift, each moment a chance to create something unforgettable. Imagine the feeling of looking back years from now, not with regret over the money you saved, but with pride over the adventures you embarked on, the risks you took, and the memories you built. That's the legacy of living with intention, the legacy of dying with zero. And it all starts with a single decision, a single act of courage to step away from the status quo and embrace a life of meaningful experiences. So, what's your next move? Will you continue to play it safe, or will you choose to live boldly, invest in experiences, and create a life story that's worth telling? I'd love to hear your thoughts and plans in the comments below. Which experience will you invest in today, and how do you plan to make every moment count? Let's spark a movement of intentional living, where we challenge the norms and redefine what it means to be truly wealthy. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the transformative ideas of Die with Zero. Remember, this isn't just a philosophy, it's a call to action. The next time you're tempted to save instead of spend on an experience, think back to this moment and ask yourself, am I living my life or am I just accumulating regrets? The choice is yours, and the time to act is now. If this message struck a chord with you, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with friends, family, or anyone who might be stuck in the endless cycle of saving without truly living. Subscribe for more insights that challenge conventional wisdom and empower you to live a life full of passion, adventure, and unforgettable moments. Together, we can redefine what it means to be truly rich, not by the size of our bank accounts, but by the depth of our experiences. Remember, every moment counts, every memory is precious, and every decision shapes the narrative of your life. Embrace the wisdom of die with zero. Take those calculated risks and invest in experiences that enrich your soul. The journey to a fulfilling life starts now, and I can't wait to see the incredible stories you'll create. So, as we wrap up this deep dive into living a life with zero regrets, take one last look in the mirror and ask yourself, am I ready to live boldly and leave behind a legacy of memories, or will I let fear and convention hold me back? The future is uncertain, but one thing is for sure. If you seize the moment, you can transform your life in ways you never thought possible. Let today be the turning point. Let every experience, every adventure, and every bold choice be a testament to a life truly lived. Thank you for being here, for listening, and for being part of this movement toward a more meaningful, more adventurous way of living. I believe in your potential to rewrite your story and to live a life that's rich in experiences rather than regrets. Until next time, keep pushing the boundaries, keep challenging the norms, and above all, keep investing in the experiences that make your heart sing. Live boldly, love deeply, and remember, you're here to die with zero regrets. Now go out there and make every moment count. I'll see you in the comments, and I can't wait to hear about the incredible journeys you're about to embark on. This is Wealth Wisdom, signing off with a reminder that true wealth is measured in memories, not money. Let's live fully, laugh heartily, and create a legacy of experiences that will shine brighter than any bank balance ever could.